Come over here, you succulent beauty.
Most beautiful woman in Oklahoma City, didn't you say, Jack?
For sure.
It's Jack's pool table. We may be able to get around and playing tomorrow.
Do you play pool much, Jack?
Not much anymore, but I would like to give a guy like this a hard time.
Yeah.
I get a little sporty every now and then.
Yeah.
You know, I had a lot of potential when I was younger, but I didn't stick with it.
You know what Don and I always used to say, you know, the sign of a real good pool shot is a sign of a misspent youth.
You were going to tell a story about my dad, about how he really bailed you out one time?
Yeah, we were down in friend of our, one of the Phelps Dodge people that got fired from Douglas bought the Ritz bar in Safford, Arizona.
Uh-huh.
And he was kind of he liked to hustle. He was a good pool player too.
Yeah.
And when you play billiards, you know, there's all kinds. You can do 3 ball, you can do 8 ball, you can do 9 ball. You
Sure.
can run around the table if you want to. And we were playing for a few bucks a game, and it got stepped up. Don and I were playing partners. And these guys were pretty heavy-duty hitters themselves. And I told Don, I said, you or I can probably beat these guys in the last game we play. And we were down $500 to them. And Don said, well, I can't handle that, Jack. I said, well, I can. And he said, I'll back us for $500 a game up front. I said, these guys will go for it.
A game?
No, just up front for the final game.
Uh-huh.
I said, you know, y'all are so good. I told him, I said, y'all are so good. I put out $500 on the table. And I said, there is what the game looks like, but I said, to collect this, you got to play us for it, for one more game. They looked at each other. Well, you already, you want to see, you know, all the bull crap that goes with it. They finally said, well, okay, we'll see you. And it came down to the 8 ball, and I mean, it was hairy, scary, all the way. And it was Don's shot on the 8 ball. And he banked that 8 ball 2
cushions?
2 cushions, and knocked that call ball. We're playing call pool, and he called it in that corner pocket. I mean, it went down there like a
rocket.
Like a rocket. Oh, and I just, whoo! Gentlemen, thank you. We put our money in the pocket and left. Well, that was as close as we ever got, almost really hurt. Anyway, that was the prime time of Don and I. That was our biggest game ever.
And that was really big money back in those days.
Oh, God, that was, all we could handle, but for sure.
Do you remember a story about where you and my dad had something to do with one of you rubbing the other's nose and
Don and I, when we get a little imbibing, when we get to imbibing, we'd start looking at each other and say, you know, we need some exercise. And Don says, well, he says, you're a wrestler. He said, let's see what you do. We'd get out either in your front yard or my front yard. And this time was in my front yard. And we had a little dog named Sissy. And I told him, I said, I told him a story about a kid that I knew in Dallas, Texas, that we used to play Ring Around the Rosie.
Uh-huh.
And which was play around, ring around the poop.
Yeah.
We'd either rub each other's nose in the, if we'd rub the kid's nose in the poop if we could take him down. He's a pretty big kid.
Yeah.
Anyway, Don and I would wrestle, and over top of the dog poop, try to find out where who's going to get whose face down in it. And neither one of us ever touched the dog poop, but we had a good time having fun, staying away from it. we had a lot of fun together. Big time. Need more light?
That's all right.
It's okay. Write me a good note now.
Yeah, well.
How come it's so blurry? Is it my eyes? I guess it's my eyes.
Steve Biles, my young buddy, I haven't seen in so many years since his dad Don and granddad Sonny Biles and I used to raise hell in Arizona. Don and I were inseparable friends, and now his son Steve is the same with me. Enjoy with Shirley, your mom, I love you, Jack. Very nice. Very nice.
You bet, buddy. Come back, see you tomorrow.
That's good.
I don't.
Let's push it again.
This is the best stick. Let's use it.
Hey, did you still have one?
Yeah, this is for show mostly. Anymore. It's a custom made stick. Called Cactus Jack, but they labeled me lately Rackham Jack.
That usually means you lost.
Huh?
If you're racking them, you lost, right?
Yep. That's one other.